What is up, my dudes? Cheap bastard talking to ya, and in today's video I'll benchmark this i5-3570 which I have bought on the local marketplace for just 25 euros. Take a look at its specs right here. And my test system specs, so we can hop onto the benchmarks before you fell down from the ceiling. Just because you got bored listening to this long intro. And the first game tested was Need for Speed Heat. Here I took this initial D inspired E30 M3 and became a stuntman. Unsuccessfully. Anyways, got these benchmark results on 1080p low settings. And once upon a time in Wild West, where everything is possible, I first saw a toad riding a snake. And then I got these FPS figures on 1080p lowest settings. Call of Duty Warzone also went well on 1080p low settings. The gameplay was smooth, stutter free, and my FPS figures looked like this. On GTA 5 I traveled all the way down to the airport just to answer this one simple question. And no, turns out it can't. At least my i5 managed to get these benchmark results to deliver a very smooth and pleasurable gaming experience. And don't you dare to tell me that you are a real gamer if you don't play Fortnite on your Motorola flip phone like this guy. But since I'm just a regular guy, I ran Fortnite on 1080p high settings and got these benchmark results. Valorant returned me these benchmark results after a super boring match for some reason. I almost fell asleep, honestly. .1080p and low settings were used, by the way. On CSGO I was actually pleasantly surprised because I got these FPS figures on 1080p low settings. I was honestly expecting to get an average of around 200 FPS. And now let's move on to the game, which is so realistic that when you get flashbanged there, you also get a flashbang in real life. Thank God they didn't add the die feature yet. Anyways, I got these benchmark results on 1080p mixed settings, which were bottlenecked by the GPU. Firing up this AAA game called Metro Exodus, I was once again limited by the GPU. Despite that, the benchmark results didn't disappoint. They were achieved using 1080p resolution and medium settings. Overwatch with this CPU ran as fast as this duck. Because on 1080p high settings I got these high results. To conclude, I totally do not regret spending 25 euros on this CPU, and neither should you if you find one for sale for a similar price. It proved itself to be a really good processor for esports games, and even if it was a bit short on performance in AAA games, you wouldn't feel it, because RX 580 is also slowly getting old. Subscribe to run on the water. And don't forget to stay cheap, my dudes. Cheap bastard out.